Hello Year 7, so today we're going to be looking at the shot put. In the video I've also gone through the technique, so we're going to go through this a little bit quicker than we would usually. So as you can see from the girl there, that's the technique we want to have. I call it the Tawny chin technique, so it's got a name, Tawny chin. So you've got your toe, your knee and your chin basically all in line. You start in a T position, holding the shot put in the fingers, not in the palm. So it's also called dirty fingers and clean palm. You need to see from her arm position, she's going from a low to a high position. So the shot put should come from the low to a high position. The arm is straight at release, shouldn't be bent of any kind, and the weight is transferred from the back to begin with to the front, and the shot released at its highest point, and that's how you're going to get as much power and as much distance as possible. Now today I want us to be looking at the technique more than anything else. Okay, can you apply the technique, video yourself, analyse your technique, see if you can make it better, and then apply effective technique to get as much power as possible. So you need to check on that checklist, and then remember dirty fingers, clean palm and dirty neck. So they're the three kind of four facts: Tawny chin, dirty fingers, clean palm, dirty neck. They're the things. Practical element. You need either 3 types of balls that you can use to throw. If you don't have balls, you can try and roll up socks and use that. Can you try and measure them with a scales? If you don't have a scales, don't worry about it. Can you try and set targets up in your garden like I have here, so that you have something to aim for? Bigger targets, smaller targets, anything that's easier for you to hit at or go. I have put 3 tennis rackets out 3 meters apart by just having 3 big steps. That is optional, as some people don't have that equipment to do so, and I didn't have a big measuring tape, so that is just optional, but targets and your throwing items is essential. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to weigh in grams each one of the objects I am going to throw, so that I can see the difference between throwing them to heavier options. So first we have tennis ball, and that's 40 grams, so I'd write 40 grams down. My spike ball is 67 grams, and then finally my hurley ball is 98 grams. If I was using socks, I'll do the same thing. So weigh my socks. This is 87 grams. So as you can see, now I have my 3 items, I've weighed them. Now I'm going to try and see how far I can get. So I have these 3 items, or I have my 3 different types of socks. Right guys, it's time for our challenge, okay? But don't forget we're looking for technique, okay? One leg facing this way, the other pointing the opposite direction to where you want to throw. All the weight coming onto this back foot, pushing down. This is where we're going to get our power from, here, all the way through our throw, okay? So toe, knee and then our chin. So remember, fingers in the finger pads, not the palm. Dirty fingers, clean palm. Into our chin or neck. Elbow raised nice and high. And push through. Right guys, over to you. Don't forget to record your score with the weights, okay, because they're very important, because you can see how far I can throw with that particular weight. I know it's not school and it's not a proper shot put, but it's good to get into that routine of knowing how much you are actually throwing at a distance. Remember, you can use heavier objects to make it harder. Just get permission from your parents about what you are throwing, and be careful with what you are throwing and whether there's other people around, because that's safety first when we're doing throwing events. But other than that, have a go, try and hit some targets. If you hit some targets, great. Send in some pictures of your form or videos. Then you can go look and see again how you can improve from our technique that we have learned. This is just a basic, and then next year you'll be able to learn the step that goes with the shot put throw. Okay, over to you, good luck. Right, you've done your challenge, Year 7s. Now I want you to look at Ryan Krauser. He is a USA gold Olympian and currently holds the Olympic world record for shot put. I want you to have a look at his technique that we might be doing in the future in PE, but not currently. But it will just give you a good idea of what shot put should look like in real competition.
But Krauser then confirmed victory with a personal best, establishing a new Olympic record in the process.
Fire! Go! Go!
5 centimetres better than the previous record set in Seoul in 1988.